What we're doing tonight at this event is we've got a series of talented artists that are going to perform. We've got a fashion show of 3 really talented African origin designers. And basically we're sort of celebrating the power of what it is to be an African. What are we going to make of Africa over the next 50 years? And so there's the foundation that's been set up, Made in Africa. It's all about raising $400 million in feasibility studies that can finance $100 billion of projects. These projects are PIDA projects that African Development Bank have targeted as 51 transformational projects that can have a 2% on the GDP, the continent of Africa, add 2% to GDP, and lift 200 million people out of poverty. So that is really the focus of the foundation, is how do we support and ensure that that happens. And along the way, we want to also communicate a different message about what Africa represents. You know, you'll see this fashion show tonight, and you'll see these African designers, and you can see they could be anywhere in Paris or Milan or New York. And so the creative ability is here, the vision is here, but there's a certain lack of confidence or working together, and that's why I put 3 designers together. This is something that's been in me since I was 5 years old. This is not a new story in regards to me. And if you talk to anyone who's from African origin, they're told by their parents, almost from the moment they can stand, that they have some type of obligation to go back to Africa and make things better. You know, I remember when I went to Africa the first time, or to Ghana the first time, maybe in my teens, and I saw these open drains. I said, well, why? You know, it's clear how wealthy Ghana is, so what is this? And so, you know, every African has that. So there's nothing unusual in what I'm doing. Maybe what's unique is I'm a known designer, and as a designer who designs clothes, maybe you wouldn't relate that to infrastructure. But infrastructure for me is really simply we've got infrastructure, we don't have open drains, we have roads that work, we've got proper rail system, we have power that doesn't go off, there's ability to build shopping malls and buildings, and I can open my shops. You know, at the end of the day, I like to open shops all over the continent, but as it stands today, the infrastructure doesn't allow me to do that. So in a very simple way is I want to expand what I've spent my life doing onto this continent, but the platform for me to do it is not there. And I can't understand why that is. So I've just made it a bit of a mission so we can unlock its potential, and not just for myself, but for everyone else who loves Africa.